my lady bosses. My name is Janet, a proud Boricua, mother, wife, grandmother, daughter, sister, and friend. Welcome to La Jefa Unfiltered, the podcast created for women by a woman who knows your voice matters. This is a space for real conversations, unfiltered truth, and growth without apologies. A space where women are empowered, inspired, and reminded that they are seen, heard, and más que enough, exactly as they are. Here we talk confidence, purpose, self-love, balance, and the courage it takes to step fully into your power. We celebrate strength, softness, resilience, authenticity, and the beauty of becoming. No masks, no perfections, just real life, honest conversations, and empowerment. Sin filtro. So take a breath, take space, and walk boldly. Because La Jefa isn't just a title, it's who you are. Let's get unfiltered. Hola, hola, mi jefas. Hello, my lady bosses. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're diving into something that hits deep, creating a life that feels good, not just looks good. Because let's be honest, we live in a world where everything is created. Perfect pictures, highlights, reels, athletic mornings, hustle culture, and from the outside, it can look like everyone's thriving. But behind closed doors, a lot of people are exhausted, disconnected, overwhelmed, and wondering why a life that looks so good doesn't actually feel good. So today we're shifting that. We are talking about what it really means to build a life rooted in alignment, where your routines, your relationships, and your goals actually nourish your spirit instead of draining it. Let's start here, because this is where so many of us get stuck. We've been conditioned to chase what looks successful: the job title, the busy schedule, perfectly created home, the strong, always holding it together identity. And there's nothing wrong with wanting nice things or building something meaningful. But the problem comes when we build a life based on external validations instead of internal truth. When your decisions are rooted in what will people think? What should I be doing by now? What looks impressive? You can end up living a life that feels like a performance. And performance are exhausting. You wake up tired, you feel disconnected, you start resenting the everything you once prayed for. That's your sign. Something is out of alignment. So what does it actually mean to create a life that feels good? It's not about being happy 24/7. It's about feeling grounded, peaceful, energized, aligned with who you truly are. A life that feels good is one where you don't have to shrink or perform. Your nervous system isn't consistently in survival mode. Your days reflect what actually matters to you. And here's the truth most people skip. You cannot create a feel-good life without knowing your values. Not the values you were taught, not the values that sound good on paper, but the ones that generally guide how you want to live. Let's get real for a second. If your life feels off, it's usually because your actions are not aligned with your values. For example, if you value peace, but your schedule is hectic. If you value connection, but your relationships feel surface level. If you value growth, but you're constantly playing small, all these are misalignments. So ask yourself, what truly matters to me right now in this season? What do I want more in my life? What am I no longer available for? And be honest, because alignment isn't about perfection, it's about integrity. It's about making choices that reflect who you are becoming, not who you feel pressured to be. Let's talk about your day to day life because your routine, they are either supporting you or silently draining you. A lot of people build routines based on productivity, not sustainability. Early morning, packed schedules, constant output, and again, those things are not bad, but if they leave you burnt out, they're not working. Nourishing routines ask, does this give me energy or take it? Does this feel supportive or forced? Maybe your version of alignment looks like slower mornings instead of rush ones, movements that feel good, not punishing. Time to think, breathe, and just be. Your routine should feel like a foundation, not a cage. Now, let's talk about relationships because you cannot build a life that feels good while surrounded by things and people that drain you. Pay attention to how you feel after being around some people. Do you feel seen, safe, energized, or drained, small, and on edge? Alignment in relationship means boundaries without guilt, choosing deep over approval, letting go of connections that require you to abandon yourself. And that's not easy. But protecting your peace is not selfish, it's necessary. Let's talk about goals because not all goals are created equal. Some goals are rooted in ego, comparison, pressure, and others are rooted in purpose, joy, and alignment. Before you chase the next goal, ask, why do I want this? Who am I trying to impress? Will this add to my life or just add more stress? It's okay to want success. It's okay to want more, but make sure what you're building actually feels like something you want to live inside of. Here's what I want you to take with you today. You don't need a life that impresses everyone. You need a life that feels right for you. A life where you feel at peace in your own space. You're not constantly performing. Your choices reflect your truth. That's the real success. So start small. One aligned decision, one honest boundary, one shift in your routine, because over time, those small shifts create a life that doesn't just look good, it feels like home. If this episode spoke to you, share this with someone who needs this reminder and take a moment today to ask yourself, does my life feel as good as it looks? I'll see you in the next episode.